could never think of a better way to own your truth and also have it on a platform where people get to understand it. Welcome to Exclusive Interviews, and today we're going to be exclusively getting into Mukudze Chitsama's life, right? I know you and I sitting back because we have a lot to talk about. More so, we want a lot of answers because, listen, we are in your life like that. Welcome to Exclusive Interviews.
Thank you so much, Erica.
You will forgive me. I know highlight, the name is Holy 10, but today we want to talk to Mukudze, right?
Yes.
You came onto our screens, onto our platforms, onto our playlists a long time ago, and wakapinda uri mumoyo medu, right? Came through Nema heartfelt songs. You were resonating with a lot of people, still do actually. But the Holy 10 that we have today is very controversial, still giving us good music. And I can stand for that. I still say that. But no matter what the guy does, my hits. I want to start off with the lives that you do.
Yeah.
My live, I want to when you hold the phone, over a clicker, is it what it says go live, right?
Yeah, go live.
And then people start climbing up.
Yeah.
And then once in a while you just pick someone. I remember the other time you said to someone, I was Kutongaruku Canada because which character is that? Will you be joking? What will be happening? Tell us.
Okay, so when I press those lives, it's because of the engagement that I've been trying to do with my fans. Because also I wasn't doing so many shows because of personal reasons and everything like that. So I want to talk to my fans. I want to get feedback. I also don't want to be that kind of celebrity that doesn't talk to people. So I need to go to now. In the name character may be comedic. So I won't be trying to insult anyone or offend anyone. That's how you see those things. The people that I'll be talking to on the lives on the place or those things end up as TikTok challenges. It's just engagement.
Well, I've seen a lot of them. Speaking of TikTok challenge, let's talk about the one that I actually personally like. Takakula, Takakula.
Yes.
So we only have that clip. What happened in that clip? Chicha eating.
Oh, so that's to drive, and I was by the passenger seat, and so we're preparing for the album launch. Nditotara fans and then banango katko ndakakula. It's just that basic. That's what makes it special.
Yeah,
honestly, I don't plan for these things. I'm just being holy 10. Ndango katko ndakakula.
Yeah, and it became a thing, but I think we didn't have context.
Yeah.
So thank you for that one. But I want to understand, who do you want us to see you as? Like when you bring out music, when you're on your blogs, what idea do you want us to get? And I'm getting somewhere with all of this, but when you wake up in the morning dressed like this, when we bump into you, what should we get? What should we feel? What should we think?
I've always thought of myself as a gentleman. Yes, a humble guy, honestly. I won't lie to you about that. But there's been a lot of misconceptions because we try to blend entertainment and everything we do. But some of the things that I've been trying to do, some people don't understand.
Yeah.
Because also I have so many titles. I'm not only an artist, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a son-in-law and all those things. So some of the stuff that I end up saying or doing, but otherwise, I just want to be known as that gentleman that gets into this room and then there's, it lights up.
Have you ever had a couple that you maybe know or follow on social media? So they love each other so much, right? And they're posting every day. When they break up, they stop posting. That's what we want to know. So without getting into detail, I think a couple of months ago you were trending on social media. There was Ningi's name in it and Ningi's name in it.
Yeah.
There was that whole fight and that whole whatever. And we see lawsuits. And then Mama screens. What happened after that? Are you guys, without naming names, are you back in good books with people? Do you still stand on business with some of the stuff you said? Or are you genuinely apologetic for the stuff that you said?
I just apologize for the way they felt, but honestly speaking, this mouth is mine and I'm going to use it how I want to use it.
I respect that.
Yeah, we're just going to speak the truth as it is. But I don't catch our feelings in the entertainment industry. That's the reason we're not breaking out in Nigeria, in the UK. In the UK, when we're doing genre music, we're not sensitive. We're not sensitive. My interview. They tell you 12 o'clock. They tell you 12 o'clock. You come 5 past 12. It doesn't matter who you are, no matter how big you are. They tell you, no, we are not hosting you.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. So I feel like in those Zimbabwe with everything. It's no chance to mix music in a life.
Yeah,
and that's how people end up sensitive, putting lawsuits and having the police look for me over stuff I said at a podcast. Yes.
So, okay, guaranteed or granted, you still stand by that. But I respect the fact that you're saying to but not that you're removing
I'm
feelings.
just sorry with the This is unfortunate, man.
Yeah,
My cry babies are everywhere. Yes, I'm so sorry though.
I like that.
Yeah.
Listen, you did say you are a son-in-law, right?
Yeah.
I want to focus on that part. Because fine, if Erica doesn't think what you're saying is right, you don't get to see me, right? Lawsuits and everything. What's that relationship like for you? Do you debrief them before? Are we all surprised with you? Is my question. Or do you have a certain group of people that you brief before? I'm sorry, my in-law, or do they accept you like that? What is it like in the background?
My wife doesn't even know I'm at this interview. I told her I'm going to the gym.
Why?
I've done a lot of interviews, so no one thinks I should be at an interview. So I just took this chance to do this interview, and then she's going to see it as a surprise where I'm redeeming myself and my character and the image. Otherwise, no one from my family wants me to go to an interview anymore. That's the reason why I never...
don't doubt that.
Yeah, that's the reason why I never do those lives at the house. I have to go to the school.
I wanted to ask you, because my life I was going to ask you, where do you do these lives, and which voice in your head says that now? I mean, I don't like that. Please don't stop doing them. But you look at them and you think to yourself, okay, this is definitely not scripted. Why is there no one to stop you?
Well, we go to the studio. I have my own studio. So I leave home, then we go to the studio, shower, and that's where the boys be. And then we be having fun. Maybe after recording a nice song, kukula.
What for Nyanguru?
I just get excited. I can't lie to you.
You can see that, yeah. I
feel like talking to my people. These are my people, bro. Anyone else can open their lives. You see 3 people there. Mamayaki and some other guy. For me, I've got my people there. So I want to give them me. That's what I do.
I'm going to ask you something. It's fine for your fans to once in a while be pissed off at you. It's a number. We get over it. And like you said, those that don't, Then there's people that we expect you to stand by morally, society-wise. We're like, but why are you doing that? You've also come out and said some things I can't even put together about your wife and everything, and I would like to assume at this particular juncture you fixed it, but the public doesn't want to know. And say those kind of things. How do you redeem yourself from that? Because surely it hurts her feelings.
The thing is, if you look at my career in Chitanga over 2020, I've always made the headlines. Controversial. I've never really planned it. You find me in that to be fanana ningi, or I've said this and it's working for whatever we want to release at that moment. But during that period of time was the only time that I tried to plan a controversy.
Okay, so you're saying it was planned?
Yeah, okay. I tried to plan it somehow. Also, I didn't want what people were doing to her, just always talking. And
how did that make you feel? Did you ever at some point feel like directly attacking someone? We've had public figures even do it, reposting it. What can you say?
Well, I've done a lot of things to try and silence the people that talk a lot of negative stuff.
Like what?
Like districts.
That is so cute.
Call them, pull up at the house in the middle of the night.
You did?
Yeah, I do a lot of that stuff.
You literally jump people at...
I'm not going to mention names, right?
You don't.
But my biggest driver, I've been to his house in the middle of the night to scare his whole family.
But anyway, we are here for this. What did you do?
I came to his house.
Like, uchi over, no jump again, right?
I don't jump again because I would be breaking and entering, right?
So
the guy is a bit promiscuous. We know his girls. Yeah, so just hit up one of the girls, like, I need an address, because I don't remember where the kid stays. Got the girl got into the car, told the girl, now I want to do a feature with the guy. Can you take me to his house? She got in there, drive at a shika pepe. I don't know gate. Once we were inside, it was different. The mood had changed. Trust me. That's what we do. But then I tried all of that.
Why was Singachke? Because you are not about to pull up at my house. Trust me.
I can pull up at
it's
your
not
house.
That kind of fight.
I'll pull up at your house with 3 bottles of vodka.
In that case, yes. But you almost go into 6
But you know what? Let me tell you the truth. Some of these methods don't really work because I ended up getting in a bit of trouble because of that. Because this guy, I ended up go to the feds. He went and reported it at the feds.
Rightfully so.
No, not rightfully so. It's just as my rappers in the industry.
They're living in this content is to what?
So we should stop singing hip hop then if we're not ready to live it.
Okay, so you want to basana if someone comes to jump you?
No one can jump me. No one can jump me. Not in this country, no.
Yes.
No, I walk freely in these streets. You know, I can even walk in these streets. Or I can walk in the middle of the night anyway. No one can touch me.
Cool.
No one can touch me. Not even in blues. Or in Shurugwi.
Listen, we are here exclusively getting what we can from him, right? So make sure you do not go anywhere, but we'll be right back. Welcome back to it. It is exclusive interview. Speaking here to Holy 10, so I think that we've the most we can for this show gotten into what a day in your life is like. If we're not live, we are recording music or, settling one or two rightfully as you should in your case. Let's go to your music. Every artist needs a manager, but with you lately, we found that you change managers a lot. Do you do it or are they leaving?
I actually never had a manager before. I'm my own manager. I just have people that assist me with the things that I instruct them to.
And at what point are they leaving? And why?
When they leave. Jesus Christ even left. Munwe say you cannot be there for a very long time. You have your time, you have to go. Jesus wakauya wakaenda. Moses akauya akaenda. Kudenga. He's no longer with us, and he left his disciples. Its separation is not as bad as people think. People grow. People grow. I've been growing, especially in the things that I like. There are people that don't like the way I talk. They expect me to be. No, what am I supposed to? Let me just try that.
Okay.
Let me try. Let me show you what they expect me to be doing. Hi Erica, my name is Holy 10 and I've been trying to push my music for a very long time and does that sound like the leader of the youth?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It's not even confident, yeah?
Yeah, so...
So when that comes, then you part ways, it doesn't mean that there's something bad.
I'm just trying to avoid the question.
Those one, and keep going back.
I don't know.
Okay, never mind.
I don't want to offend some of the people that I've worked with.
And you shouldn't.
Some of the things that I've done is because of them.
I've got let's clean up the question. Do you pick managers or the assistants, or do they pick you?
I don't know. I pick them.
Okay.
But I never actually call anyone a manager.
No, you did mention that. Because that then lines up what happens, right?
How we speak. Yeah. We speak. Because this brand is not... It's not one of those brands, like those brands. The brands that you have here in Zimbabwe. This is a personality brand. Yeah.
Now, your music is the reason why we know you, right? You call yourself the leader of the youth. Why? What does that even mean? Which youth?
All of the youth in Zimbabwe, and very soon all of the youth in Africa, and very soon all of the youth in the world. And
how did you come to that?
Because I've been speaking the truth that no one has been speaking. Take these interviews away, switch off these cameras. Switch off TikTok and all the gossip that the people be doing and listen to Delilah, listen to Ndaremero, Kumba Kunevan. That's the kind of stuff that you need your daughter to hear. Otherwise, it's going to be messed up if I'm not there. We needed someone of my age. You see, this age that we're at, people expect it to be glorious. And I'm here at the top of my game, telling you, as the girl child, don't do that. Because you've seen a lot of girl child trying to impress us. Trying to make moves. But
just what? You just be hanging out with you?
Yeah, you know what it is to hang out with the cool kids, but it is something. But then I'm trying to explain to them, you're wasting your years and your life. And
do you actually?
I do. I
can imagine girls want to throw themselves at you.
Of course.
But do you actually say that?
Yeah, I actually do. I was in Zambia about 2 months ago. I was actually giving some lectures to some nurses that were in my house. Some ladies. I was talking to them about life.
You.
For real though.
Oh. But they there to listen to your music.
No, they were not there to listen to the music, right? They were there to act like groupies.
These
But
nasty.
then they found out that's the leader of the youth, the speaker of the truth. No, 10. You need to show the people that this is the man that you really are. In the show, I see a lot of people with the character at 10 so. But the people that have actually spent time with me understand I'm your father. You need me. I will build you. I will give you wisdom, understanding, and knowledge.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Say maybe you hang out with a group of people but around about their 30, 35s. You still give off that vibe?
I lead my 55-year-olds.
I like that.
I do. Even my family meetings, maybe my funerals. I'm telling you, as long as I'm there, I have to chair.
Tell me something. You know, like how our family always wants us to live out what we do for a living.
No.
They don't?
No, they no.
Come on. No,
I don't. I don't perform before without getting paid. It doesn't matter who died.
I like that. Doesn't matter who died?
It doesn't matter who died. And family is not gonna pay for their own family to perform, so I'm never gonna perform.
Hey. Okay, so if we're talking about the music that you're evolving, you're growing up, like you said, we don't hold anything against you. I mean, what you said and done, we are here now. What are we expecting from your sound moving from here? Are we expecting more of the blunt truth? Or you can do it Tupac way, or you can go the easy way. What are we looking forward to?
What I'm actually going to do now is to reduce the lives and the stuff that could get the people misconcepting what I'm actually trying to do, and lean back into the music. I'll speak a lot of my truth in the music, which is more dangerous because I know how to rap more than I know how to talk. Yeah. And then also I'm going to bring back my record label, Samanyanga Sounds. I've got 5 artists that I have now. 5 people that you don't know about. And just like when I can name drop these guys because I'm speaking good things. Just like what we did when we introduced Saint Flo, Michael Meggs, and everyone that we introduced. These are now some of the biggest artists in this country. You know what I'm talking about. But when I was there, Studio and Dinavo, I was even taking them to some famous people. I can't mention names. I took one of the guys to a famous person. And that famous person said, "Nah, do not engage with these kids. They are going to do this.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I know it's okay, but look at them now.
What happened to that staple, Samanyanga Sounds? I know it still exists mostly on paper, but what happened? Why was there that turmoil, and how are you going to avoid it now? Like you're saying, you've got new blood. What are you going to see that's different? Because you did bring out good talent that you did.
No, so I think the problem is there's a lot of misconception. A lot of misconception.
And how are you debunking?
As boys, we beef. The problem is when it ends up on the internet. And what even makes it harder for us to reconcile is all that noise that goes on the internet. But antazi kunetsana na Roland, antazi kunetsana na Michael Meggs or na Fearless. As brothers, we could clash over a certain issue, and that's what happened with all the other guys. And also, it's not everyone that leaves. When you come to Samanyanga Sounds, I give you a year to work on you. 1 year, I'll carry you on my back, and then I'll let you go. Because I don't want to remain with the same people. I want to grow the youth.
Do you sometimes feel like it's a leadership thing? Because if you grow a sound and it gets as big as Voltz, as Saint Flo, I mean, there's going to be ego in that stable. Do you think that's the reason why you then end up having these problems? I don't know, too much, and maybe you don't accept that, don't want that, or it doesn't feel good, or it's not allowed in the stable. It wouldn't be the first time. We've seen it a lot.
Well, not even, because if you check Saint Flo, there's an interview that he actually did where he tells you, I told him, I'm the guy that told him, even if I'm not there, you're still going to make it. I told him that because I genuinely believed it. And I've been at some of his shows.
He's good.
Even these guys. Just to see him there. And I'm there with my guys looking at it like that. Okay, that's him, pinta and security. It was not like that. They did not expect it to be there. So if there's anyone else that's around him now thinking that's the end of it, Trust me, I still have those eyes. Could you know? There's places to go for the boy.
I like that about you. You can beef, you can pull up at people's houses at night, but if you believe something, you believe it.
No,
That's
I
good.
do. I do.
I like how you stand on business. It is exclusive interview catching up with Holy 10. We will be right back, getting more on the Samanyanga stable. So make sure you do not go anywhere. We will be right back. Welcome back to it. It is exclusive interviews catching up with the Holy 10. So we've tried to get into Zuvali, what happened, and like I keep saying this, respect to you for admitting what you not talk about relationship. Just leave it to be what it is.
Yeah.
What happens on a day that we wake up and there's trash cans being thrown at you on stage? What happened?
Trash cans. A lot of things happen. The first thing I'll say is these things happen a lot in the industry, not only in Zimbabwe but on stage. Even
it is definitely not unprovoked. Something happened.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting at. The first thing I would like to just put out is that Zinoetic, and the Zinoetic are when the fans get outraged. And every time that it happened, the fans were angry about sound, angry about coming to the shows late. There's just so many things that be happening. And sometimes you perform, I won't lie to you, sometimes you go and perform in a place where there are people with divided beliefs. We stand for so many things. Us, we represent so many things.
Yeah.
I won't go into details about that. But there are places where people take it personally.
Yeah.
And, people can be outraged.
Political views as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
Religious views as well, and everything like that. Kune mama artists that have established kuti ini ndinobva ukuku. Isitoro zikanoti isusu we came from Zimmer Park. So you cannot talk about me negatively in Zimmer Park.
Okay.
And then there are artists that are known kuti they came from Cheetown. Like I had some of my guys asking me, why are you stepping into Cheetown? Ukunyatsoziya kuti that's where your rivals. That's where they are proud of them and everything. So I didn't even take it personally, honestly. I just realized it's not ready to go to America. Florida.
We had that with Tupac and Biggie, and that's how they both ended up dead.
Yeah, that's how you end up. It could have been worse.
Yeah,
could have been stabbed. Could have been killed. So I think that's what happened. I was in the wrong territory.
Fine.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken drugs?
Alcohol.
That doesn't qualify, surely.
No.
No. You must understand why I must ask, because it leads back to the throwing of cans on the stage. People were saying so we had to ask. So if it's a no from you, then that's fine, unless you want to add. You look like you want to add.
I take drugs. Why do I take drugs, honestly speaking? It's not. Let me tell you actually about drugs. Now I have a trust that I have founded with my mother. It's called Free From Addiction.
Yeah.
We're actually very interested in taking the kids off the street. It's something that's very sensitive to me because I've had brothers and I've had friends that have been deep into this drug abuse thing. So it's something that I take very personally. I know I have a lot of fans out there. Some, they use this, they don't do this, they believe in this. I have a lot of fans. So I try to be careful around these sensitive subjects. I come here, I condemn drugs, I do. But then I also want to handle it carefully because some of these people are addicted and they don't even want to keep doing these drugs. It's a very deep issue that I'm probably going to dive into. Drugs. But me personally, I'm not a junkie. And certain damboona munanoroma drugs and skin clear say yeah, I read it.
Fine. You once admitted by yourself with the alcohol, you once here and there. Listen, I'm guilty of it as well. But not a percentage. What have you been doing to work on the amount of on how much you're consuming?
Well, what I've had to do is to actually try to dig deeper into the alcohol and try to see what is it that I'm drinking for. Because I was always drinking, even when I came through 2020 when I did that video, I was probably drunk.
Good song, but yeah.
Yeah, it's alcohol is a stimulant. It's a stimulant. It's not supposed to be. So,
have you ever been to Rehab?
I've never been to Rehab, but I've gone there to visit, to preach.
Rehab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been big on this anti-drug mission.
I like that.
Yeah, I've actually been to some schools. That's even before I was famous. tichifamba tichitry kueducate other people against drugs.
Tell us, fill us in. What happened between you and Malot? Because whilst that is a very unnecessary thing to be involved in, what happened that had you responding so many times?
Yeah, for me, it was I'd like to refer to myself as a daredevil. I realized, of course, it's not personal. Malot said a lot of things about me. A lot of people say a lot of things about me. Then she also dug deep into the marriage, said stuff about my wife.
Do you not feel that that's just attention seeking? I mean, you're a big name to start a war with. So sometimes why don't you just ignore it?
I think I had started with her.
Do you think?
Yeah, at the podcast, I made a reference. I think I said my wife is not like Malot. But I think she didn't like that. But is my wife like Malot? My wife is not Malot. That's what I was trying to say. But then she didn't like it. I tried to apologize, but then they kept going on and on and on. So for me, having to step in and start attacking Nana Malot, it's because I've been watching Malot, especially when I was MIA. And I realized that a lot of people are actually afraid of her now. No one wants to start with Malot. People are afraid of her.
It's not a war that's worth it.
Which war is worth it then?
Amang.
But people are just afraid of her.
You can definitely remove me from that list. But anyway,
are you sure you want to go 1v1 with
Malot? I'm not the one being interviewed.
I like that.
I'm not the one being interviewed. My question after this is, don't you feel that other people just start with you because you are something to ride on? I mean, because you're so responsive. Don't you think you should stop being that responsive? Mileage.
But the thing is, I'm not a pastor. I'm not a pastor. I am not supposed to be expected to be doing things that pastors and engineers and doctors are doing. This is the media. This is the entertainment industry. This is what we do. The only thing that I feel like you can also cross from my boundaries, because some of us are the leaders of the youth and the speakers of the truth, and kids are watching and everything. So some of the language that is used in the display of certain substances, but should people be on lives dissing each other, talking? I'm with that. People should respond. I mean, again. Neither am I Winky D. I am going to respond. Those no kids. I'm not shading Winky D or anything like that.
No, I get that.
Back in the day, Winky D used to do that a lot.
I don't respond.
That's what's ironic. Winky D would battle with you on stage, embarrass you in front of everyone.
Right.
Come for you. You should look into some of his old files. He was the scariest nigga that you could ever beef with. Winky D. I could zika me, I could get pass. So you find me taking the same notes from Winky D that he was using like 15 years ago. And then I take those notes. That's not my camera. But talk about language. He's used some of the most profane language more than I have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? In music, in entertainment, for it's just like acting a movie. It doesn't mean good you are a serial killer. You know what I'm talking about? But when I'm in Zimbabwe, I don't know why we think or you think we're in the government. We're in no government. This is entertainment. You're supposed to laugh. You're supposed to laugh, not meditate, pray, and preach. This is not that.
I want to pick your brain on something. Who would you name as two of the best female rappers in Zimbabwe?
There ain't no female rappers in Zimbabwe. I gotta break it to you like that. There ain't no female rappers in Zimbabwe.
There's the likes of Kiki. There's the likes of
who?
Kiki Christabel. She raps.
I can't. I didn't want any names to be in there.
No, we don't want any bad names. You said there are no rappers, so I'm just saying, giving you names.
Them VC.
Okay.
There
you don't
no
think
female.
they're doing well enough?
They're trying. Whatever.
Okay, internationally, who do you think is the best female rapper?
Internationally, who's the best female rapper? I'll give it to Megan.
Okay, so at least you've got a scope of good female rappers. Let's leave it there. You've got an album that's out. What do you expect? How many people are featured on the album?
I've got what?
An album that's out.
Oh yeah.
11 tracks.
Yeah, 11 tracks. Featured some of my people. Vanafeli Nandi.
Oh yeah.
Nyasha David. Script Mula on today. Jack Miles. And the other guy.
Why do you sound hesitant to mention the people that are featured on your album?
Because I don't really remember who else was on the album. I'm trying to remember.
I And yet you were shouting at me for not even knowing one song on the album. Okay, moving right along. Do you have an artist that you would wish to collaborate with in Zimbabwe? Well, who knows what?
Yeah.
It was that.
Winky.
I like that for you.
I think people don't really understand
Which
why I then ended up doing what I was doing. It was heartbreak. It was heartbreak. I was disappointed. I didn't understand the kind of stuff that I was getting into now. Because in Kwandaka, you don't know the kind of happiness that I had meeting that man. I've said it before in the Gatinini. I've introduced my wife to that man as a gift. You know what I'm talking about. And me and Winky D got so close. Even by time shooters was boxing.
So why does that matter something? Because it's not like you're not in connection or you're not in talking.
Like I told you when we started this interview, people can beef.
Yeah.
But the noise makes it hard to come back together. Believe me, to approach but it might actually be bad for them. Their fans might not like it. But this whole time, why are you entertaining him? Are you doing that so that he can do that to you again?
Yeah.
So even if he wants to,
he
might end up just saying,
we can use this platform as a plea to say, I mean, I think we would all, as a nation, would love to hear that sound. I don't think the beat goes that like deep in our eyes.
We need to do it
so
right.
If
we could get a chance because I really do feel like Winky D is the biggest artist in this country. And overall, I'm not talking about just music. We're not talking about the music. We're talking about the fans that love him. We're talking about his dressing. We're talking about the live shows. We're talking about his PR. And he's the best. Believe me, he is the best artist in Zimbabwe. And I am the second best artist in Zimbabwe.
I was waiting for that. If we were to give you a chance to speak, maybe not on an interview, but on a platform where you know a lot of people are listening, and you were to speak about yourself with less than a minute, what would you say?
I would say that I am Holy 10, the leader of the youth, speaker of the truth, who defends and advocates for the girl child. I'm also a man with weaknesses and flaws that I'm trying to work on. I try my best not to hide my flaws and my weaknesses because I don't want to be a hypocrite. I don't want to be one of those guys that get comfortable behind the closed doors. I want to bring out my weaknesses so that if anyone wants to help me, they can help me. If anyone wants to pray for me, they can pray for me. And that is me. I'm just me.
I like that, and thank you. That was the 1 minute, and there you go. Explained himself, and I do hope that it's accepted in our hearts. At Holy 10, this is it, and looking forward to seeing and hearing more on the new album, and hopefully Winky D a song. Definitely, I'm going to be advocating for that. Thank you so much for coming through.
Blessings, Erica. Thank you so much for having me.
It's been exclusive talking to Holy 10. I do hope that you did pick up a couple of edifying notes from this interview. Until next time, please be good to yourself. My name is Erica Ndoro. Have a good one.